can start. All right, what we're looking at is a sea cucumber here. I'm going to go through the different anatomical structures of the sea cucumber. We can start with the oral region, which is the mouth at this area. Opposite of the mouth is going to be the aboral region. Okay, it contains the anus or cloaca. If we go back up to the mouth region, we head in as we cut it open. We're going to cut through the mouth and into the pharyngeal bulb right here. And it contains, what you can see here, are the feathery tentacles used in feeding. This would be the pharynx, or the tube that runs down here. You can see here these muscles are called retractor muscles, and they're used to help keep the bulb together, and it helps to expel the tentacles later on when they're going to feed. These muscles that run down the body that the retractor muscles run into are the longitudinal muscles. You can see adjacent to the longitudinal muscles, these red little dots, those are the ampullae, which are the muscular sacs that allow the movement of the tube feet. And if you come close up here, you can see where the tube feet are essentially going to be exiting out of. There'll be the little white dots that run down your sea cucumber. This area is going to be the ambulacrum, which is going to be between the tube feet running. You can see that on the outside, or the segments on the inside. Coming back to the main area, if we were to run down the pharynx, we're going to run into, of course, the first part where it's exiting out, and this is going to be the esophagus. The esophagus turns into the stomach, which is this next section here, which then leads into the intestines, and you can find intestines later on down here in this area. You can see what those look like. The next thing is you have this set of chow mein-like structure, which is going to be the gonads. If we look over here, this is the respiratory tree, and if you take the respiratory tree and you remove some of it, it has a different color, but you can see in here all the little branches that come off of the respiratory tree to allow for more surface area and oxygen absorption. This red structure right here, which could be a white, creamy colored structure in your organism if it isn't dyed, is the Pullian Vesicle. It's used for storing things like fluids, aids in the water vascular system. If we go back to the intestines and we were to follow it all the way down, it's going to empty, of course, down into the anus, which down here is where all of the gametes for reproduction are going to exit. You also have the opportunity for these organisms to do evisceration, which is when they release respiratory tree and some of their gonads to save themselves from a predator. I think that's it.